What is up guys, my name is Chase and it has been a few years now since I got my PlayStation 5. I've documented that epically stressful adventure here on this channel. And since I've had my PlayStation 5 for a while now, I thought I would share with you guys my entire PlayStation 5 collection as of June 2023. So first off here we have Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 5. I remember they showed off Grand Theft Auto coming to the PlayStation 5 back in I think it was the first PlayStation 5 showcase. And then everyone got so excited because they thought it was gonna be Grand Theft Auto 6 and it was just GTA 5 again. But yeah, I wanted to get this version on the PlayStation 5. I've actually never played Grand Theft Auto 5, at least not like the story mode or anything. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have to be in a certain headspace to actually play Grand Theft Auto. Not that I'm like a Karen that's like, oh, violence in video games and this and that. But I will say is that for me, Grand Theft Auto feels a little bit too violent. That makes me sound like such a lame kid. I don't know, but for me it's like, especially like the whole violence against women, that makes me feel a little bit yucky in my old age. But I do at least want to like play through the story mode of Grand Theft Auto 5 because yeah, this was like a revolutionary game when it came out. Next up we have Kena Bridge of Spirits. I believe this is another game that was showed off in the first PlayStation 5 showcase. I was honestly really interested in this game, like I thought the art style looked super duper cool and all the little creature things looked really cute. However, I wasn't too sure about the actual gameplay, so I've been waiting for a while to actually get this game. Mainly, I was just waiting for this game to go on sale. I ended up getting a used copy on Amazon. There's even like the sticker residue on the back. I hate that. And I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to even start this game, but it does seem interesting. From what I hear, this game is actually quite difficult, so I'm a little bit scared to play it, but I'm also very interested to see how this game plays out. I don't know. Next up, we have The Last of Us Part 1 on the PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, I'm one of these schmucks that picked up this version of the game. I mean, I just really enjoyed the first Last of Us so much that I figured I should get what should be the most definitive version of the game. I know this PlayStation 5 version doesn't really change much. In fact, the graphics are debatable whether it is better than the original, but they also added some of like the DualSense features with this game. I am really hoping that they get to releasing The Last of Us Part 2 on PlayStation 5 because it honestly really bugs me now that my Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 are separated because Part 1 is on the PlayStation 5 and Part 2 is only on the PlayStation 4. But that's just a me problem. Next up, we have Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga on the PlayStation 5. I'm not gonna lie, I can unironically say that I absolutely love the Lego Star Wars games. Me and my brother used to play episodes 4, 5, and 6 on the GameCube, I remember. I don't know, there's something really charming about the Lego Star Wars games, and this is a nice release that just like combines all of the games into one. But what I will say about the Skywalker Saga is that they remade all of the Star Wars episodes for this game, so it's not the exact same version from like the old GameCube or Xbox ones. These are all just brand new episodes from 1 through 9. And I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a bummer. Like I really liked how they handled the old games. And there are honestly some things about the new version that I honestly don't really care for too much. For example, there's now like a third person over the shoulder view, which I'm honestly not the biggest fan of. Anyway, I got this on the PlayStation 5 just so that I could get the best graphics as possible. Next up, we have Life is Strange True Colors. This is another game that I honestly have not even started yet. I was a big fan of the original Life is Strange. I remember playing through that game and they released it episodically and it was just like so crazy going through all these episodes. I feel like a lot of the dialogue in Life is Strange is a little bit cringy, but especially in the first one where you're playing as Max, like this really like awkward, like uncomfortable teenager, I felt like the dialogue was at least endearing. So I'm honestly always looking forward to new Life is Strange. So I really should just start this game soon. And then we have Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy on the PlayStation 5. Once again, this is a game that I have not started yet. My video game backlog is just ridiculous. But from what I've heard, this game is like a step up from the Marvel Avengers game that Square Enix also made. And I do enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is one of my top MCU movies. I don't know, I just find Guardians of the Galaxy to be like very charming and like funny. So hopefully this game actually stays true to that. Next, we have Overcooked All You you can eat edition for the PlayStation 5. So funny story about this game. I bought this game because originally we were going to gift the PlayStation 5 to my older brother, but then at the last minute my older brother was like, actually I want an Xbox Series X. But I had already bought this game for him to play on his PlayStation 5, so I ended up just keeping it for myself. But hey, this is a combination of Overcooked 1 and 2, I believe with all of the expansion DLC. It's remastered in 4K. You get online for both Overcooked 2 and for the first time Overcooked 1, but unfortunately I do not have anybody to play this with, so this game just sits on the shelf for now. Next up, we have Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for the PlayStation 5. I would probably say that as of right now, this is my favorite game for the PlayStation 5. It wasn't until somewhat recently when I finally tried out a Ratchet & Clank game, mainly because it was part of like the PlayStation Plus collection that you got with the PlayStation 5 when it first came out. So I tried out Ratchet & Clank, I realized how much fun that game is, and so of course I was very hyped for Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and I'm very happy to say that this game is very enjoyable. There's something really just satisfying about playing a Ratchet & Clank game. All of the different weapons that you can get are so cool. The visuals, of course, are just absolutely incredible. And I actually have a full review video on this channel if you guys want to hear my full thoughts on this game. Next up, we have Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. This was a very interesting game to be released for the PlayStation 5. I'm not gonna lie, it does honestly feel more like a DLC for the original Spider-Man on PlayStation 4. But hey, I was still excited to go back into the world of Spider-Man. Insomniac Games did such a good job at making this Spider-Man game just feel so satisfying to play. I could probably just swing around New York for hours, like it's just so much fun. And at least we know that this game does kind of set up the events for what's coming in Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation 5, so at least there was like a reason for this game to be a standalone. Next up, we have Sackboy: A Big Adventure. As your resident Mario lover, you would think that I would absolutely love this game, and I thought I was really going to enjoy it, but I'm honestly not super in love with this game. Like, it's a fine 3D platformer, but I don't know, something about it just does not really click with me. Maybe it's just that I have been completely brainwashed by Mario, but I've honestly been having a hard time coming back to this game and actually completing it. As of right now, I'm actually stuck at a point where I need to have a certain amount of collectibles to unlock the next world, and I don't know, none of these levels have been like sticking out to me as like, oh, I'm so excited to go back to this level to get all of the collectibles. But I mean, it's like generally fun, it's very cute, I do love the aesthetic of Little Big Planet, and of course, being on the PlayStation 5, the graphics just look really, really great in this game. Our next PlayStation 5 game is, of course, Stray on the PlayStation 5, also known as the cat game. This is a weird game, I'm not gonna lie. I was more so expecting like a cat simulator, almost like Goat Simulator, but there's actually a lot of deeper things going on in this game, sometimes literally, and for the most part, I think I enjoyed this game. It's definitely unique, and I would say just given how weird it is like pretty memorable. The few things I would say about this game is that one, it's very, very short, and then the second thing is that it does kind of feel restrained in like your movement especially. A lot of times all you do to jump to different ledges is like press X, but it's still definitely a fun game, and it's a kitty, so of course it's cute. And finally, the last game in my PlayStation 5 collection is Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection Remastered. I got this game basically for the same reasons I got The Last of Us Part 1 on PlayStation 5, except I haven't actually played any of the Uncharted games, so I figured I might as well get like the most definitive version of the games. I thought it was kind of weird that they only chose to remaster these two Uncharted games. I guess since A Thief's End and The Lost Legacy were the two Uncharted games made for PS4, but you would think if they were bringing these two over to PlayStation 5, they would have thought we might as well just bring over the whole collection. The back of the box says that this version has DualSense wireless control, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers, 3D audio, 4K visuals, and targeting 120 frames per second. But anyway, I am looking forward to playing through the Uncharted games. But that is my entire PlayStation 5 collection so far. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like PlayStation's output of games has been a bit lacking lately. Granted, we did get games like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok, but I mean, I have not been really compelled to buy a new PlayStation 5 game in a hot minute. I can probably say that the only PlayStation 5 game that I'm looking forward to as of right now is Spider-Man 2, but that's pretty much it. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what do you guys have in your PlayStation 5 collection? If you guys want to hear the crazy story of how I got my PlayStation 5, check out the video below. For now, thank you so much for watching. My name is Chase, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.